Check 1 2. Test. Test. Testing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check check check, John. Okay, sounds good. How much time you got on a song? Okay. How long is the next one? Okay. Let's go ahead and play one more. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Preston Indian Crumble Cookie pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach, look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. The pregame show is sponsored by Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and on mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we welcome you to Blackfoot as the Indians come to Blackfoot for a tri-match, as they'll take on both the Skyline Grizzlies and the Blackfoot Broncos. Preston should be playing Skyline first, who just knocked off Blackfoot in 4 sets in a conference match. That's why it went 4 sets. Preston's 2 matches coming up here this evening will be only best of 3 both. So they'll take on Skyline first coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll take a timeout. Preston volleyball is coming up next. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
The Preston Indian football team return home on Friday when they host 5A powerhouse, the Madison Bobcats. The Crumble Cookie pregame show starts at 6:30. The kickoff is at 7. Preston Sports are brought to you by Bailey Beckstead Real Estate, West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, Day Mountain Ranch, Franklin County Medical Center, and West Motors. Catch the game on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston Sports. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And a very pleasant good evening once again, everybody, and welcome in here to Blackfoot as we're just about ready to play volleyball here this evening as the Preston Indians will match up against the Skyline Grizzlies in the first of their two matches here on the evening. Our Preston starters tonight are out there on the floor to start the match is Macy Knapp wearing number 1, Carly Madsen, Maisie Parker out there, Carly Dunn, Abby Clark, Taylor Wakely, and Haven Hollyoak out there as well. So we have a very short pregame show, and we apologize to our sponsors for that, as they are kind of adjusting things on the fly here tonight in Blackfoot, and we'll explain why here as we go along. So Preston will serve first, as it will be Maisie Parker to serve, and it's a good serve played there. Dug out on the back row. They'll set outside as it comes to Clark. Clark has her attempt dug out outside. Blocked at the net, but it's going to find its way down to the floor anyway, as it's Alexa Hoek with the kill, and it's 1-0 Skyline. Skyline and Blackfoot played in a conference match, so that had to be a 5-set match. So that's what took us so long, because they went 4 sets and almost went to a 5th. So Skyline will serve, as it's Shea Shippen to serve first, as Preston hits that just wide and out of bounds as Addie Clark hits that one out of bounds. So 2-0 favor of the Skyline Grizzlies. As they'll serve again, as once again it's Shippen with the serve. As they'll set outside, as a little short set comes to Carly Dunn, and Dunn able to pick up the point and pick up her first kill of the match. 2-1, Preston gets on the board. So anyway, Skyline beat Blackfoot 3-1. So they'll play Preston now, and Blackfoot will come up a little bit later on this evening. Maddie Woods serving now for the Indians, as right at the net, boy, there's Amy Busick, big, tall senior, boy, she's powerful, and she puts that away easy, and it's 3-1 Skyline on the side out, and they get the serve back. Serve handled there by Madsen, outside set, Comes to Wakely. That's dug out. Again, back over onto the Preston side. And they have a whistle and a point given once again to Skyline as Preston was into the net. So it's 4-1. So because these are not conference matches for Preston against Skyline and Blackfoot, they are only the best of 3 set matches for the rest of the night. So serve handled by Blackfoot, or I should say by Skyline. Can they get it over the net? As the back set comes to the Indians, that's blocked on the attempt by Holyoke and down as Preston not able to get it back over the net, 5-1. Haven Holyoke got blocked at the net as outside there on the block, trying to see a number. Kind of hard to see dark numbers on dark jerseys for Skyline. As the serve, Skyline has it, gets it over, handled by Madsen. Back set outside, comes to Wakely. Taylor goes short, but it's kept alive again by the Grizz. Nice play. They'll set in the back row, but that's going to be a double hit on the set, and it's 6-1. Alexa Hawk to serve at 6-1. Skyline leading, and that's going to be out of bounds. So a service error makes it 6-2, and Preston gets the serve back, and Carly Madsen will pick up the serve here for the Indians. Preston wearing these new different jerseys. They're like basketball jerseys, no sleeves, but some of the numbers have changed a little bit. So we had to scramble and chase down some numbers just before we went on the air. Madsen set from the back row, comes to Holyoke. She can't quite get it over the net cord. So Holyoke with the service, with the hitting error. That'll make it 7-2. As again, the serve will again go back over to our friends from Skyline. Serve, good strong serve, handled by Madsen in the back row. Outside set, Wakely gets blocked at the net. And that's going to be a point for the Grizzlies. Simone Hanson-Smith with the block to pick up the point, and it's 8-2. As the serve goes into the net, service error there. Nikki Meeker with the error. Preston will get the serve back, and Bibbidi Knapp now comes in to serve. See, so with the change in numbers, Bibbidi goes from 8 to now wearing number 21 in this new style basketball style jersey they have. As they come cross court, and that's going to be out of bounds. As the error there on Ellie Price, sitting it wide, tried to cut the corner, cut the edge off the court, and she cut it too much. So it's 8-4, 4-point lead for Skyline, and the serve by Knapp was too long. So they get that last point back again, and it's now 8-5. Tonight's game brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. You'll find them at the north end of State Street in the city of Preston. So Skyline with a lead, 9 serving 4. And here's the serve handled there by Wood. Almost misplayed. Preston able to go get it and keep it alive. They set it outside, however, as that's going to be down. Actually touched anyway, so it really didn't matter, as the set outside for Audrey Atwood, and Audrey was able to put it away, and it's 10-4. Want to send out a big thank you to all of our sponsors. I know that some of the pregame sponsors may not have got their sponsorships in, but because they cut the time down on us so much, we weren't able to bring you a proper pregame show. For that, we do apologize. As the serve to the Indians comes to Wakely. Taylor gets it over. Touched out there, and a point for the Indians. That, to me, looked like it was headed out of bounds. But a touch by Skyline, it turns into a Preston point, and it's 10-5, and Taylor Wakely will now serve for the Indians.
Taylor's serve, handled, set outside, kind of an off-handed little punch there. Comes back over onto the Preston side. They give it back over to Skyline again. Back outside. Big block at the net by Macy Knapp, as it's going to turn into a point for the Indians. Macy with the block, and then Skyline couldn't get the ball under control again to get it back over the net. So Macy Knapp, who made her varsity debut this year, last weekend, or at Westside. And a big block there by Macy. Great play. 10-6, Preston down 4. Outside set. Again, little offhanded punch at the ball, controlled by the Indians. Try to get it back over, and they can't. Not a good set. Crossley not able to get that ball inside the antenna. We want to remember our friends at Evergreen Financial Partners as well. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.com. As that point mishandled by the Indians goes into the net. It's 11-7. Hey, don't forget that Evergreen now has an office in Pocatello as well. So point for the Indians at 11-7, and now Macy Knapp will serve for the first time. Macy's serve is a good one. Off the net, and another point for the Indians. Hitting mistake for Simone Hansen-Smith. Couldn't quite get it over the net like she needed to. And Preston gets back to within 3 at 11-8. Serve, back set. They go down the line, and that's in. Kind of caught the top of the net a little bit, but it kind of took just enough steam out of it to where it would still land in bounds. And the point goes to Audrey Atwood again, her second of the match. 12-8, good serve handled by the Indians. Comes back. Clark controls it, gets it back over the net. And that's going to be off the top of the net and still falls on the Preston side of the net. So it's another point for Skyline to make it 13-8, and they've opened the lead back up to 5 once again. Dan Hubbard here with you at Blackfoot. John Beverly back in the studio tonight, our studio engineer. Glad to have you along with us. Clark just bumps it over. Free ball here for Skyline. Back set on the slide as it comes over off the hands of Madsen, and a point. As the slider was Busick for her third kill of the first set. 14-8. Serve comes to Wakely, deep middle, outside set. Not a good set for Clark, but it's blocked at the net anyway. As it comes back again, controlled now by Skyline. Set in the middle, Busick off the net, and a point for the Indians as Busick didn't get it over the net. Hit it into the net cord, and the cord kept it back on their side. So 14-9, and Preston will get the serve back as Maisie Parker will come up and serve again. Her second round of serves here in the match. Preston down 5. Good serve by Wood. As that's hit right at Maisie. All she could do was defend herself, as coming over with the big hit and the point is trying to get a number on that as she leaves the floor. Hannah George. Good set for George, and she got that down. So it's 15-9. Preston down 6. Serve handled by Madsen in the back row. Outside set comes to Clark. And Abby kind of hits it inside out, but hits it too long and out of bounds. So 16-9. Preston starting to lose that little edge that they had. Holyoke can't get it over the net again. So another hitting error there by the Indians to make it 17-9. So they're starting to slip away and have that lead just kind of extend on them a little bit. They need to get that control of the ball back again that they had in the first few points of the set. Set there outside to Holyoke, and this time she's able to find that crease down the middle of the defense and pick up the point. So Haven Holyoke with the kill, her first of the night, makes it 17-10. Side out for the Indians, and Maddie Wood will now come back in and serve here for the Indians. Wood serve. They'll set it outside. Up high, being able to dig it out, partially blocked too, but then the dig is wild and almost off the floor. Holyoke got a hand on it, but really couldn't do much more than that. On the bad dig, makes it 18-8. So once again, Skyline will serve again. Skyline serve comes to Clark. They'll set it outside. Not a good set as it comes to Wakely, and Wakely hits it into the net. So 19-9. Preston now trails by 9 points. Serve back over again to Skyline, and Alexa Hack serves again. And hold on. We got a whistle by the down official. See what she's calling. She's going to call the Indians out of position as Coach Knapp comes over to talk to the official. They're talking about not being in the right position, out of the proper rotation. As the chair official still talking across the court, and it's going to be a point for the Grizzlies, makes it 20-10. So whatever the problem was, it was upheld by the official, and a point for the Grizzlies, who serve it. Preston able to get it back over. Outside set again, and this is going to be in again, as the outside was played there. Not sure who that was with the kill. We're sitting at the end of the court, and they have jerseys that are difficult to see, as that will be a service ace, unreturnable serve for the Indians. So the Hack picks up the ace, and Preston wants a timeout. 22-10 here in the first set. We'll come back right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back here to Blackfoot. Don't forget our timeouts this year brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember to go by and freshen up your look. In fact, develop a new look for yourselves at Magnolia Road in their new store. 12 North State Street is where you'll find them in downtown Preston. So the Indians back out on the floor. They trail 22-10 here in the first set. First of two matches for them tonight as they take on the Skyline Grizzlies. And the serve from Hack is going to be off the hands of Clark, and that'll be another unreturnable serve for Hack and another ace. 23-10. As one of the spectators comes over with the ball. Actually, I guess it's somebody from Blackfoot High School. Looks like it got up in the stands, knocked over someone's drink or something, so he needs to wipe the ball off. As he does that, we remind you tonight's matches are brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, where they have all the parts that you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Stop in and find out for yourself. 17 South State Street in Preston. Stop in. You will be treated like a friend. So they duck into the little storage room, a room that I know well. I've actually broadcast from there a couple of times. For whatever reason, the table that they use for broadcasting during basketball gets buried back in there, and they couldn't get it out. So I've had to sit in the doorway there and broadcast volleyball matches before from here at Blackfoot. As now they're looking for a new ball. So now they have a ball. So I don't know if it's a different ball or a new ball, whatever the case may be, but at least we have a ball and we can play. 23-10. Skyline with the lead. Grizzlies serving in this best-of-3 match. To Clark. She's able to bump it forward. Comes to Wakely. That's off the net, but she's able to get it over. Outside set. Comes down the line. And another point. As up high again, Audrey Atwood with her third kill. So Atwood makes it set point. And the serve comes to Madsen. Outside, back to Wakely again. Wakely goes down the line and picks up the point. So it's 24-11, and the serve will come back over to the Indians. Serve by Madsen, handled there. They'll play it over. Free ball. Struck well, though. Comes to Wakely, and she hits it outside the antenna. And trying to get that ball after it was blocked at the net. So Wakely hit it outside the antenna, and that's going to be a point for Skyline, and that will be the end of the first set. As the first set goes to the Skyline Grizzlies, winning by a score of 25-11. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we will have the second set for tonight's match. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Volleyball on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
And showing this week at the Worm Creek, it is The Hill. As we start the second set, man, Preston's going to hit that too long, so the first point will go back over to Skyline. Got a good look at it outside, but Carly Dunn hit it too deep. Next serve comes to Clark. They'll set it outside to Holyoke. Holyoke is blocked at the net. 2-0 Skyline. As they're at the net, getting the block for Skyline, I believe, was Hannah George, number 6, as they serve. Boy, tough return there by Wakely on the dig, but that's Clark hitting it off the block. She tools the block and gets the point. So Addie gets the point, and it's 2-1, Preston on the board. As Clark will now serve, with Preston trailing by a point here in the second set. Preston needs to win this set to stay alive here in this match, as Preston's record now overall 1-8 on the year. Good dig by the Indians, but nobody there to play it. Big, strong hit outside. Maisie Parker just kind of blocked it with her arm and got it back up in the air, but nobody was there for Preston to be able to keep it back up. Nikki Meeker with that big hit. Outside comes to Wakely. Well, that's going to be off the hands of the girl in the back center, Macy McCracken. This will give the kill there to Wakely. And Preston gets back to within a point again at 3-2. Then it'll be Carly Matson serving. As outside and into the net this time, not be able to get it over the net. Again, Nikki Meeker with the hitting error that time. So Preston even at 3, as Madsen will serve, see if they can get the Indians a lead tonight. As good serve, boy, died right in front of the libero, diving to try to get it, McCracken. As that'll be a service ace for Madsen, and Preston has their first lead at 4-3. Serve again short, played by McCracken. Back set and dug out in the back row. Madsen hustles to get it, and she's able to keep it up. But then the hit is wide there by the Indians, as Morgan Donaldson just tried to give it back over, and she actually hit it out of bounds down the right sideline, and it's now 4-4. Nikki Meeker will serve here at 4-4. Tough return by Madsen. Preston able to control it and get it back over. Outside set comes to Meeker, but Wakely's not able to return it. So it goes to 5-4 here in this set. Back and forth leads. Preston now trails by a point. Meeker's next serve, played by Madsen. Wakely will set it in the middle as it comes to Macy Knapp, but she's not able to get it over the net either. It's now a 6-4 lead for Skyline. Tonight's match brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Meeker's next serve comes to Madsen. As Preston able to bump it over, they get it back here from Skyline, so a free ball. Outside set, Wakely partially blocked at the net, but tools the block for the point. 6-5, Preston able to pick up another point. As Parker leaves, and Bibbidi Knapp will come back in again here for Preston, and she will pick up the serve. Down by a point at 6-5 and down 1-0. As Knapp's serve is into the net. So it's 7-5, and the serve will go back over to the Grizzlies now. And coming in to serve for the Grizz, here is Hannah George as she rotates back onto the floor. George's serve down the left sideline, handled by Donaldson. Set in the middle. There's Wakely cutting across and in. Nice play by Taylor. got it around the block and then tucked it just inside the baseline. She has 3 kills in the match, and it's to 7-6, and Preston gets the serve back after the side out. Served by Wakely. Outside set, look out. And that's going to be off the hands of Knapp, as once again it's Atwood with another kill. Makes it 8-6 again on the side out, and the serve will go back to Skyline again. So 8-6, the senior Audrey Atwood serving, as that'll be out of bounds, too long. They get that point right back to the Indians again. That makes it 8-7. Kind of a busy week that all starts tonight here on KACH and mylocalradio.com. We'll tell you about that coming up here in just a minute as Preston gets it back over. Set again, comes to Atwood into the net. Atwood just couldn't get it through the net cord. So volleyball tonight. Westside has a volleyball match tomorrow, and for the life of me, I don't remember who they're playing. And then both schools have volleyball matches on Thursday. Outside, blocked at the net. Good block there by Crossley. Back again, outside. This one's played by the Indians. Clark has it, played into the block at the net. Still kept alive, but too many hits on the Indians, and that'll be a point again for the Grizzlies on the too many hit violation against Preston. 9-8 they have on the scoreboard. I believe that is correct. As waiting for the official to confirm that over at the scorer's table, as they do. Now a couple of new players rotate onto the floor here for the Grizz. And they'll serve at 9-8 as it comes to Wakely in the deep middle. Outside, Clark. As that's dug out on a diving attempt. Great play. Back deep again to Atwood, but this time Matson got able to dig it out. That's 5 kills in the match for Audrey Atwood. So they have 10-8 on the scoreboard, and I know that's wrong because that was the now they changed it 10-8. Yeah, that would be 11-8 on another point picked up there by the Grizzlies. As this time it's Shea Shippen to pick up her first point of the match to make it 11-8. I thought we were one behind. So 11-8, now 11-9 on the service error as Macy McCracken hits it into the net. So Preston gets back to within 2 at 11-9. Maisie Parker will serve here again. Parker's serve is dug out. Again, the little reverse slide, and that's going to be wide and out of bounds. As coming across on the slide was Bassick, but she hit it wide. And Preston gets the point back again, and Maisie Parker serves, looking to tie the set again as Preston's down 11-10. First serve, as again, they'll back set to Busick, and same result. She hits it into the net for the second point in a row. Tonight's match brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Parker will serve again here for Preston. Good deep middle serve as a flick it over, played by the Indians. Get it back over onto the Grizzly side of the net. Atwood, that's dug out. The dig would go back over the net. A block at the net. Blocked there by Dunn. Blocked again by Dunn. Kept alive by the Indians. Back to Macy. As this one will go over. As it's Shippen. Able to just, with a little hook, and get it down into that middle area, and gives the Grizzlies a 1-point lead again at 12-10. A couple of good blocks on that sequence, though, by Carly Dunn. Serve comes to Carly Matson. they're going to play the point again. I don't think the officials were ready, as I think Shippen served too soon. Now he says we're ready, and Shippen will be allowed to serve. Clark sets at the net, now gets it back on the reverse slide on the opposite, as that'll be fall inbounds this time, as Atwood just kind of that little blind shot to try to get it over the net, and she dropped it just inside the right sideline to make it 13-11. Shippen's next serve, handled by Clark. So set in the middle as it comes to Dunn. Dunn's dugout outside, and boy, letting it go wisely was Wakely, as that's going to go rocketing long. And a point for the Indians at 13-12. As they can get even again here. Nope, as they go short. And they pick up the point as Shippen goes short into the little soft middle area. Makes it 14-12. Preston down 1-0. They need to win this set to force a third and decisive set here in this best 2 out of 3 match. As, boy, not a good set. Comes right hanging right over the net, and Busick just hammers that one home. Bad set, just was going to float over the net, and there was Busick hanging out in the middle. Tallest player on the team. Can't give it to her with a free shot like that. Whoops, up. Point for the Indians as they called her into the net, so 14-13. Now Busick again can't get it over the net. She has trouble from over on that side, on the opposite side. So we're even at 14. Once again, they reverse that point, saying that Busick goes into the net. So back-to-back points for the Indians. Outside, Atwood blocked. Hollyoak up high to get the block. And a point for Preston. Preston goes out in front again. It's 15-14. And they'll give the serve back to Carly Madsen. Madsen's serve, and kind of in the middle, short middle, as that's going to be outside. As again, Busick hits it wide. That's her 5th hitting error. Tonight's match brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Call to find out how they can help you at 208-852-5700. Madsen's next serve into the middle area of the court, as again outside, and that's Audrey Atwood with kill number 7 on the night. And gets the point as the Grizzlies are back to within 1 again. Preston leading 16-15. Waiting for a new player to rotate onto the floor as Hanson Smith leaves. It's Evelyn Reed, the sophomore, to come in here for Skyline. Outside, the set outside. Wakely off the block and down. Taylor tools the block for her 4th kill. Preston leads by 2 again. It's 17-15. Jenna Crosley back onto the floor. Here comes Bibbidi Knapp back onto the floor for Preston, as Parker and Hollyoak leave. Preston leads by 2, 17-15 here in the second. Outside set, Atwood blocked at the net again. All of a sudden, the big hitters for Skyline are having trouble, and that one's into the net and doesn't make it over again. As it's Shea Shippen hit it into the net, and Preston now leads by 3 at 18-15. And tough return. They're able to get it back over as it comes to Madsen. Outside set. Wakely off a couple of hands and down. So Taylor's got another kill for the Indians, and it's now 19-15. Preston leads by 4. Remember, they lost the first set 25-11. Knapp serving again. Served by Bibany is going to be a point for the Skyline. So going into the net, it's a service error. 19-16 now. Here's the serve as it comes to Donaldson, played by the Indians. Nice job by Madsen to get it over, just backhanging it from the baseline. Outside, Wakely gets it back over. Outside set. Atwood blocked and out of bounds. Coming over for the block was Crosley and Knapp. But Atwood able to tool the block and get the Grizzlies back to within 2 again at 19-17. And a service error. Gives that point back to the Indians again. Hannah George with the error on the serve. Preston now up 20-17. And it'll be Taylor Wakely to serve here as soon as the officials are ready. As they blow the ball back into play. As the set there, Clark at the net. That's dug out by the Grizzlies. Set, Crosley in the back. From on the opposite, rather. It's dug out. Back again outside. Blocked by Knapp, but Preston can't be able to keep it up. Atwood came way over from the outside and was able to put that away. Nice play by Knapp to keep the ball alive. It's 20-18. Preston still up by 2 late in the second set. A set that Preston has to have to extend the match, as that's going to be too long. McCracken's serve is deep, and it's now 21-18. As Macy Knapp will now serve for Preston. The set at the net, the flick into the middle of the court, as once again Shippen very alertly finds that open area. It's 21-19. Knapp leaves. Carly Madsen comes back for Preston. McCracken serving as the set comes right in the middle, as that is Carly Dunn able to put that away. Nice look by Dunn. They weren't sure if it was going all the way outside or just kind of in the middle where Dunn was, and Dunn able to put it away, and it's 22-19. Maisie Parker now comes back in onto the floor for the Indians, and she will pick up the serve. Parker's first serve, return, set in the middle, as that's going to be in. Nice play by Busick, able to just tuck it in the back line. 22-20. Franklin County Medical Center helps bring you tonight's action for the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Preston leads 22-20, and the serve is going to come to Clark at the net, and Clark puts it away. Good. Addie able to get that off the hands of a diving Grizz trying to make the play. Preston now leads 23-20, 2 points away from forcing a third set. As a serve by Clark. Short played and into the block, and doesn't make it over, as hitting it into the block was Nikki Matter for the point. Grizzlies still down by 2, get the serve back at 23-21. Serve comes outside, Wakely into the net, as Preston not able to get it back over, makes it 23-22. So Wakely with the hitting error. 23-22. Preston trying to hang on and win this second set. Alexa Hack again will serve here for the Grizz. Comes to Madsen. They'll reset it on the reverse for Holyoke, who hits it out of bounds. Hits it way too deep. And we're tied at 23. And the coach Knapp wants a timeout. So timeout on the floor. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Remember, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today at Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Serve back in, Indians, and it's Wakely hits it off the dig. And Preston now has set point. (24-23). Preston has the serve. Carly Matson will serve for the set. As the serve comes back over and blocked at the net. Preston keep it alive? No. Holyoke got the block, but then they couldn't dig it out of the net to keep it alive. All right, so we're at 24s. Remember, you have to win by 2. As this will be Nikki Meeker, who will now come in and serve. Excuse me. Meeker's first serve, handled deep, back to Wakely, and Wakely hits it too long. So that's going to mean set or match point here for Skyline. 25-24. As the serve comes in the back row to Donaldson. Set in front, off the block and down. Give the point to Maisie Parker. And Preston ties it at 25 again. So it'll be Haven Holyoke who now serves. Holyoke's first serve, deep middle, back set, as blocked at the net. Blocked there by Knapp. They'll set it across as it comes back over to Atwood off a couple of sets of hands played there by the Indians. Back to Holyoke. She bumps it over. Free ball here for the Grizz. Set again outside. Atwood, as they're going to call that a lift on the set, and Preston goes up 26-25. So Haven Holyoke will serve, set point number 2 for the Indians. As they'll set it outside, as they'll go short. Preston able to dive and keep it alive. Great play by Holyoke. Outside, blocked at the net this time. Kept alive again. They got to get it back over. They do, back onto the Preston side. The set comes outside. Wakely off the block. Played there. Again outside, back to Atwood, and off the block and out of bounds. And we'll be tied at 26. So Atwood able to tool the block again for her 10th kill of the match. And we're tied back at 26 again. Serve comes to Madsen, who comes up to get it. Comes to Wakely. Wakely bumps it over. Set in the middle. Dug out again by Holyoke. In the middle, Knapp unfortunately hits it into the top of the net. So another match point. Whoop, check that. They gave the point to the Indians. Yeah, they put the point on the wrong side. It should be, it's 27-26 in favor of Skyline. As this comes over, and stumbling, trying to get there was Donaldson. And that will be the set and the match to the Grizzlies as they win the second set 28-26 and take the match 2-0. So productive trip for the Grizzlies. They go 2-0 on this match. and they'll have a very happy ride home. Preston, on the other side, they still have another match to play. As we'll take a break, we'll come back, have a post-game show for you right after this timeout.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners, when planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Well, welcome back here to the Ralph's Construction postgame show as Preston loses in straight sets to the Skyline Grizzlies, losing 25-11 and 28-26. Preston really was back and forth as far as the lead goes in that second set. In fact, they led 23-20 at one point, but just not able to put the Grizzlies away as they come back and get the win. Take a quick timeout. We'll come back and look at the stats from that match as we continue here on the Rouse Construction postgame show on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Sports.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
All right, let's look at the stats from this match just completed. Stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Give them a call at 208-852-2364. For the Indians, they had 11 kills in that match and 14 hitting errors. They had 4 blocks and 1 ace. Because the first game was so lopsided, the numbers are kind of lopsided as well. For the Grizzlies, 24 kills in the first overall in the 2 sets, 16 errors, 2 blocks, and they had a total of 2 service aces in there as well. So 25-11 and 28-26, the finals as the match goes to the Grizzlies as they sweep the best of 3, 2 sets to none. Preston now gets ready to take on the host team, the Broncos from Blackfoot. We will take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll get you ready for that match. That's on the way here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here, and a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here, I like the low pressure, they don't play games, you guys are straightforward with me, you don't trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
So the Indians and the Blackfoot Broncos getting ready to match up now here in the final match of the night. Blackfoot a loser earlier to Skyline in 4 sets, and of course Preston just losing in straight sets to Skyline. So the two teams getting ready. Blackfoot back out there getting loose again. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll have the first serve of the match for you coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to start the last match of the night as the Indians get ready to take on the Blackfoot Broncos here in the final match of this tri match, as the Indians will be on the opposite end of the court for this match, as the Blackfoot will be in the near court right in front of you as we get ready for this match. So for the Indians, imagine they'll probably start with the same group that they had, which will include Macy Knapp, Carly Madsen, Maisie Parker, Carly Dunn, Abby Clark, Taylor Wakely, and Haven Hollyoak starting on the floor, as it looks like the same group is out there. And the starters for tonight's for this match, of course, brought to you as always by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Of course, for the Indians, Ellie Nelson not playing tonight again. She has a back issue. Talked to her a little bit before things got going tonight. And she has a couple problems with a couple of discs in her back, so she's not be able to play, and she's not sure when she'll be able to play or if she'll be able to get on the volleyball court again here before the end of the year. We wish her a speedy recovery and can't wait to see her again. As here's the first serve, and that's going to be out of bounds as Isabel Talbot hits it out, and Preston goes up 1-0. So it'll be Maisie Parker to serve here for the Indians to open up their side of the opening set into the net, and it'll be a point for the Indians. As not to be able to get the ball out of the net, it's 2-0. With their losses for both squads earlier tonight, as that serve right down the sideline, handled there. The outside set, that's dug out nicely by Madsen. And back to the Indians as Wakely just kind of took it a little easy, and it's going to turn into a point for the Broncos. Wakely took it a little easy and had it driven right back at her. So for the Indians, with their loss, they're now 1-9 on the year. And with the loss earlier for Blackfoot, the numbers we have for them, we have them at 0-6. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but that's the number that we were given. So here's the serve, as that's going to be out of bounds, point for the Indians, as the serve by Sella Christensen. So that goes out of bounds, and now Carly Madsen will serve for the Indians way over in that right corner. As, hold on a second, ball from the JV court comes over our way. Now we're ready, and Madsen's serve goes into the net. 3-2, as the ball again will come back over to the Broncos, as the libero, Alvia Sherman, will serve. As Preston, bad return. Wakely has to go and get it, but it's not going to make it over the net. A couple of Indian players bumped into each other trying to make that return, and ended up way over out of bounds. Wakely hustled over to try to get to it, but couldn't, and we're tied at 3. You serve by Sherman. Outside, Holyoke off the block and tools the block well and gets the point. So Holyoke, who had a kill in the first set, in the first match, has one here. Gives Preston a 4-3 lead. A couple of players rotate in and out again for the Indians as it's Bibini Knapp to come back onto the floor. Knapp will serve with Preston up by a point. Deep middle, as they'll set it in the middle as it comes there to Dahl, Shaylee Dahl with the point, and we're tied at 4. That's a good set right in the middle, and Dahl with good movement. So we're even at 4, as the serve here put in by Kayla Fisher, the senior for Blackfoot, as Preston gets it outside of the antenna. Kind of a wild dig almost into the scorer's table, as Blackfoot moves in front 5-4, as Fisher will serve again. Good serve comes to Madsen. That'll be an unreturnable and an ace for Fisher. Makes it 6-4. Tonight's match is brought to you by Papa John's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Remember, when you stop for lunch, pick up some of that world-class jerky or order it online at papajays.com. Set outside, Holyoke able to tool the block again. Was that Holyoke? No, it was not. It was Wakely. So Taylor Wakely gets the point. And Preston back to within 1. It's 6-5. And they get the serve back, and Wakely will now drop back and serve. Morgan Donaldson rotates off the floor here for the Indians. As, again, the back set comes to Dahl, dug out by the Indians. Wakely from the back row gets that in. And they'll just bump it over again back to the Indians, as that's going to be in, as just getting a hand on it and hitting it down the left sideline was Sarah Hone, but she's able to drop it just inside the line. So it goes back to 7-5. 2-point lead again here for the Broncos. McKenna Rasmussen, the sophomore, with the serve. Outside set. Off the block, stays on the Preston side as Clark, whoops, look out. A couple of Preston players kind of trip over each other, and they're not able to get to the ball. Clark and Knapp got together and almost tripped over each other and fell, and because of that, they weren't able to reach the ball. So here's Rasmussen serving at 8-5. Comes back to Clark. As they played it, teammates were yelling no, but they played it anyway. As they'll bump it over. Free ball here for the Indians. Back set. As that's going to be played there. Good ball delivered by Crosley. And then coming back is Christensen, who can't get the ball over the net. So Crosley set all that up with a good return. As then ball misplayed by the Broncos. 8-6, Preston trails by 2. And Maddie Wood will serve. Whoops, and that'll be an ace. Rasmussen not able to get that back on the little dig attempt, and she hit it directly right and out of bounds. So it's 8-7. Preston back with a point again. Good bump at the net. That's kept alive by the Indians, able to chase it down, and Clark able to knock it back over at the net as they set there, and that'll be put away on a nice set and a play at the net. Going to do Shaylee Dahl again. Shaw gets up. She is a tall girl and can leap very well, and gets up and just hits down on the ball. It's 9-7. As the set comes to the Indians, outside Crossley goes short. That's going to be kept alive. Cross court and blocked at the net as coming up to get the block was Dunn. Carly Dunn with the block on the kill attempt. And it's 9-8 again. Hey, don't forget that Stokes Market True Value has the freshest meat and produce you'll find not only in Preston but the entire Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. 9-8. Preston serves, trailing by a point. As the little flick up front, and that's going to fall in. As making that point was Talbot. Isabel Talbot gets that to go down. It's now 10-8. Blackfoot leading. And Talbot will now serve. Talbot serve deep in the left corner, set by the Indians off the block, as the block will work very well as Riley Danzy with the block and gets the point. So now it's 11-8. Talbot serving again as the deep serve outside. Clark hits it wide and out of bounds. That makes it 12-8 as Preston now trails by 4. Next serve again by Talbot. Again, deep middle. Set off the block. And that's going to be a point for the Indians. No, it's not. They're going to say it went out of bounds. So the block went out of bounds. Point again for the Broncos, and Talbot will serve again. As Knapp, that's dug out. Broncos able to keep it alive. They'll bump it back over. Free ball here for the Indians. Set in the middle. Not a good set, but good enough. And coming over to make the point was Carly Dunn. So a point for the Indians as Dunn goes soft and gets the point. They have 13-9 on the scoreboard as Clark crosses the line, illegal serve. So that'll be a mistake against the Indians. Another error makes it 14-9. And the serve again will come back over again to the Broncos. As it's now 14-9 and serving is Christensen. Set outside Wakely. Nope, it'll be a double hit on the set. So another point here for the Broncos on a bad set by the Indians to make it 15-9. It's now a 6-point lead for Blackfoot. Christensen serving again. They set it outside. Wakely bumps it over. As a set again outside for the Broncos. Delivered by Harper, dug out by the Indians, but they're not able to get it back. They recovered from Harper's attempt, but then couldn't get control of the ball. And it's now 16-9. Again, Christensen serves. As it'll come to Preston, they'll just bump it over. Wakely gives up the free ball. As the set for the Broncos, that comes to Harper, and Lillian Harper able to drive that one through the Preston defense, and it's 17-9. Preston scored 11 points in the first set in the previous match against Skyline, and it's 17-9 here. Next serve. Preston able to get it. Comes back to Wakely. That's going to be blocked out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Indians as the tool in the block of Harper. And the ball goes out of bounds. So give the point to Wakely. 17-10. Carly Madsen serving for the Indians. Outside, they get it back. Wakely again from the hitting position, able to put that one away. So Taylor gets Preston back a little bit closer. It's 17-11. Madsen's next serve into the net. So another an error against Carly, I should say. Not another error, but it's 18-11. Nadler Insurance helps bring you tonight's matches for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by Nadler Insurance to see how much you can save. 223 North State Street in Preston. Wakely gets it over after the return of serve in the middle, off the block, and give the point to Shaylee Dahl. She drove it into the block, and then Preston not able to return it. 19-11. As the libero, Avley Sherman will serve again here for the Broncos. Good deep serve comes to Madsen. Outside set. Wakely has to attack it left-handed, but hits it out off the antenna. And it's now 20-11. Next serve again here by Sherman. Again outside, and outside it's Holyoke. Hits it through the defense and down. She gets her second kill, her third of the night overall, and makes it 20-12. And gets Preston to serve back again, as it looks like Bibini Knapp will rotate back on and pick up the serve again here for the Indians. So here comes Knapp's serve. Deep middle. Comes there to Sherman. They'll set it and just bump it over. Free ball here for the Indians. Back set comes to Crosley. Is blocked, and then Crosley tries to dive to keep it alive, and it goes out of bounds. So 21-12. Lillian Harper rotates off the floor for the Broncos, as it'll be Kayla Fisher to come back in, and she will have the serve. As that's a bad return, as Wakely not able to bump it cleanly. 22-12. Timeout Preston. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember, stop in and improve your look today at Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Sports.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
22-12, Preston trails by 10 here in the first set, as Kayla Fisher will serve again here for the Broncos. Preston will get it over. Free ball here again for the Broncos outside. Nice dig there by the Indians on the attempt by Hone, but that's going to be in that back right corner. Point for the Indians. It's 22-13. So Preston able to find that back corner as all the defense had sucked up to try to get the ball back over. So 22-13, and Kayla Wakely will serve here for Preston. Good deep serve, set outside, and they'll hit it wide. Hone again with the hitting error as she hit it wide. First set of tonight's match brought to you by Northern Title. Good deeds done daily is what they like to say, as the serve by Wakely goes out of bounds. Too deep, and it's 23-14. Here's McKenna Rasmussen, the sophomore, on to serve again off the top of the net and gets the point. So Rasmussen hits it off the top of the net, but it falls unreturnable, and it's going to be set point now here for Blackfoot. They lead 24-14. Rasmussen to serve for the set. Comes to Wakely as they'll get it back over as Madsen bumps it over. Free ball here for the Broncos. Outside set, and it's going to be kept alive again by Wakely on the attempt. Comes to Knapp. Knapp bumps it over. Back set this time, and they'll again just bump it over, give it back to the Indians. Back set again. Crossley blocked at the net. Comes back again up front. It's Talbot who she gets dug out. Back to Crossley again. Hands blocked, and it's going to fall on the Blackfoot side. Crossley with the kill. Keeps Preston alive at 25-14, and it'll be set point number 2. Maddie Wood serving again here for the Indians. As Wood ready, and here's the serve. Comes deep in the backcourt, set outside, blocked at the net. However, it comes back onto the Blackfoot side, and it's going to be another point for the Indians. Good block there, as it's Addie Clark able to block that one. 24-16. Wood serves again. As they'll set in the middle. Partially blocked at the net on the attempt there by Dahl. Back to the Indians. They get it back over as they'll set it short. And again, Preston able to keep that alive at the net. Back outside. Clark block. Clark gets a hand on it, gets it back up in the air. As it'll come back to Wakely, who gets it back over. The outside set off the block again, kept alive again by the Indians. As it comes back in the front, and Clark again able to pick that back corner. So Preston State continues to stay alive. That's 3 consecutive points. It's 24-17. Wood serves again. As that'll be set. Another block at the net. As again it's Clark able to block Shaylee Dahl. Another point for the Indians. They wait to the last minute to start this little run of points, but hey, it's a run nonetheless. 24-18. As here's the serve. Kept alive. The set here by the Broncos, and outside going short was Christensen, and able to get the point and wrap up set number one. So Blackfoot wins the first set, 25-18, and we'll move on to the second set. Again, just a best of three match. So Preston again will have their back to the wall and have to win this second set to stay alive. We'll go to the second. Preston trails 1-0 on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Volleyball on KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Welcome back as we start the second set. As the outside, it's Hollyoak again. They're able to tool the block and get the kill, and Preston gets the first point of the second set. Hey, don't forget, showing this weekend at the Worm Creek, it's The Hill, rated PG-13. For showtimes, tickets, and more information, check out their website, wormcreek.org. Preston serves 1-0, as that'll be off the top of the net, and that'll be a whistle on the serve. Trying to see what the officials called. It's a point for the Indians, so it must have been a rotation error by the Broncos. So 2-0 Indians, and Parker will serve again. Mazy's next serve is going to go too long. 2-1, and the ball comes back over to the Broncos again. Second set of tonight's match brought to you by Butterfly Express Essential Oils. As the dig, that's going to go out of bounds, and we'll be tied at 2. Preston back home on Thursday night. They'll be hosting a tri-match. That'll be against Rigby and Sugar Salem. That all the action will get started at 5 o'clock at the Preston Gym. Hope you can come by and join us. As off the serve, dug out by the Indians. Boy, that's just hung over the top of the net, and there's big Lillian Harper right there to put it away. So Harper puts that away. We're tied at 2. Check that, 3-2, I should say. Blackfoot moves in front. Preston has to win this set to stay alive after losing the first, 25-18. As Preston with the return, Wakely gets it over at the net. As I take it back, that's Holyoke trying to retreat to her position, but Blackfoot knocks it out of bounds, and we're tied at 3. So fine play by Haven Holyoke, getting extended playing minutes here now, and able to make the most of it as the outside set, and driving that one home again is Harper. Harper with 3 kills, and it's 4-3, Blackfoot on top. Morgan Donaldson rotates back in here for Preston. As Christensen serves. Kept on the floor by the Indians, but a block there at the net as McKenna Rasmussen with the block. And gets the point there for the Blackfoot squad. They now lead 5-3. As that will be out of bounds. Rasmussen hits that one wide, and it's an error. Tonight's match is also brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. So here's Carly Madsen serving now for the Indians as the outside set, as that'll be off the top of the net, but it falls over anyway, and give the point to McKenna Rasmussen. And it's 6-4 as Blackfoot able to extend the lead. It'll be Alvia Sherman now coming in to serve again. Sherman's serve is an error into the net. Point and the ball back over to the Indians. So again, Preston rotating several people on and off. As again, it'll be Bibini Knapp to come in and serve here for the Indians. Preston ready, down by a point, 6-5. Served by Knapp. Out, nope, they'll set it deep this time, as it's played there by Christensen, played by the Indians. Back across again. Again kept alive as it comes back to Harper. And Harper gets it out of bounds. Point for Preston, and we're tied at 6-6. Harper tried to play that one from well off the line, well off the net, and hit it out of bounds. So 6-6, Knapp to serve again. The set, this comes back to Harper and drives that one home as she hits it right past Bibini Knapp. So Harper with the kill from the outside. She will now come out, as it will now be Kayla Fisher to come in and serve again here for Preston. She already has 2 aces to her credit tonight in that first set. As back to Knapp. Knapp able to drive it right through the block for the point. Macy Knapp in just her second action with the varsity team, as she came up after Ellie Nelson had to be sidelined. So the point for Knapp, we're tied at 7. Taylor Wakely to serve here, and Wakely's serve goes too long and out of bounds. So 8-7, Blackfoot back on top. Remember, Preston has to win this after losing the first set, as the serve here by Rasmussen goes into the net. That's an error. Don't forget Evergreen Financial. When you're planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners, with an office in Preston and now an office in Pocatello as well. Tied at 8. Good deep serve played there. Outside set. Not a good set, actually, as Christensen thought about going up and then realized it was too close to the net and there was nothing she could do with it. So Preston moves back in front at 9-8. Wood serves. Dug out. Good set at the net. Kept alive by the Indians as they were able to dig out Dahl. short little flick over. They keep it alive. They flick it back, does Wakely. As that'll be blocked at the net, but Dunn not able to get enough of it. So it was Christensen coming over off the block of Dunn and gets the point, and we're at 9-9. As Clark with the return of serve, that's going to go out of bounds. It's 10-9. So back-to-back points here for the Broncos. Shaylee Dahl serving at the net. Knapp with the set. Not a good set, so Preston will get it back over. Free ball here as hammering it back home was Denzel. As then coming up and getting it off the block is Abby Carter for another kill, and Preston able to get back even again. It's 10-10. Second set of tonight's match, again brought to you by Butterfly Express Essential Oils. Maddie Woods serves here for Preston. We're all even at 10 here in the second set. Good strong serve, outside set to Christensen. That's going to be out of bounds. She hit it wide. Another point for Preston, who now take an 11-10 lead. Clark with the serve. Whoa, that's a tough return. They're able to control it, and they get it back over onto the Preston side. Knapp, outside set. Holyoke. That was going to be out of bounds. No touch. She hit it over the top of the block, and it traveled too far, so we're tied at 11. Holyoke with a hitting error. We're tied at 11s as Isabel Talbot will now come in and serve again, the sophomore. Dug out by the Indians. Outside set. Wakely. That's kept alive by Dahl. Back up in the front row. As again, Preston able to control it. Get it back up near the net. A hit back over again. And still kept alive. Clark is able to go get it and the out of bounds, but not able to get enough of it to hit it back over. She had to try to just backhand it back over her head and was not able to. So it's now 12-11. Talbot serving again. That's into the net. Service error. And we're once again even as we're tied at 12 again. There's the serve. It comes to Christensen. The back set back to Christensen. Off the block and gets the point. Kill number 3 of this match for Christensen gives Blackfoot a 1-point lead again at 13-12. We're just kind of going back and forth 1 point at a time. Christensen to serve. And a bad dig for the Indians. And Christensen with an unreturnable serve will get the ace. And Blackfoot goes up by 2 at 14-12. Christensen's next serve. Dug up a good set by the Indians as it comes to Wakely, and Wakely is too long, out of bounds. The corner official there, boy, thought about it for a second before he put the flag up. And they're going to say it was out of bounds, so it's now 15-12, a 3-point lead for the Broncos. As Christensen hits it into the net. That'll be another service error for her. And it's 15-13 as the serve comes back over to Preston. Don't forget Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They are the place to go for parts to keep your car or truck running strong. 17 South State Street in Preston. 15-13. Blackfoot with a 2-point lead. And just bump this one over to get it over. Free ball here for the Indians. As the set in the back. As Holyoke gets it off the block. As the block is turned into a point by Blackfoot, and it's back to a 3-point advantage again. That's Dahl with the block, and it's 16-13. Avila Sherman will serve again. Little barrow tonight for the Broncos. Outside set, Wakely off the block, stays on the Preston side. Another block at the net, this time by Lillian Harper. And it's 17-13. They opened up their biggest lead of the set here at 4 points, have the Broncos. As the serve comes to Matson in the deep left corner, back to Knapp, partially blocked, kept alive again by Blackfoot. At the net, bumped over there by Talbot. Preston sets it outside. Wakely off the block and stays again on the Preston side, as again Harper was there, as was Dahl. Yet they're two big hitters and able to really close off any avenue there for Wakely. Nothing much she could do with it, and it's now 18-13, a 5-point lead. Matson with the bump. Gets it back after the play by Holyoke to keep it in play. In the middle, as driving that one home is Dahl. Shaylee Dahl makes it 19-13 with the big kill. Preston now down 6. Sherman serving again. As it'll come back, Holyoke off the block. Tell you what, they're doing a very good job at the net right now, as that again is off the block and blocked out of bounds again by the Broncos. As it's 20-13 and an unreturnable serve here makes it 21-13. So an ace for Sherman. 21-13. Preston needs to get the ball back and start getting some points, as that'll help as Sherman hits it into the net. Service error. Her second. 21-14. Preston's trails by 7 and needs to start stringing some points together right here. They'll give the ball to Bimini Knapp and let her serve. So 21-14, Knapp's first serve. Short middle, played there. Outside set comes to Harper, and that'll be a lift on the set. So 21-15, as Preston will keep the serve. As Knapp hustles over to get the ball and comes right back. And now she'll serve again. Serve comes deep middle, played there. Whoops, almost misplayed. Comes back up in the front row. There is Knapp to try to play it over for the Indians. Can't. Wakely, she goes in the corner, kept alive. And the Broncos able to get it back over. Nice play. Knapp will set it. Nope, she just flicked it over. Set comes short as it comes to Harper, and Harper will play that out of bounds. 21-16. Hitting error for Lillian Harper. Preston's whittled the lead down to 5. 21-16. Knapp serving again. Medium middle. As it is Sherman to get it over. Free ball for the Indians. Knapp tries to play it deep, but diving to get a hand on it was Christensen and couldn't, as she hit it out of bounds. And with a 21-17, now the Broncos want a timeout. So a timeout on the floor. This is a timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember, stop in and update your look today at Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Welcome back to this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Volleyball. Preston trying to wiggle back into this second set. They trail 21-17, but they've scored 4 straight points to get back into the set. Knapp to serve. Short middle, played there, set in the front row, off a couple of sets of hands, and the kill goes off to Lillian Harper, her fifth. 23-17. As they haven't updated the scoreboard. I guess 22, I guess is right. 22-17. Serve to Matson. Back set, Wakely. Wakely hits it wide, 23-17. So Preston now watching those points that they fought so hard to get now slip away. As it comes back to Blackfoot again with another serve. As Matson just has to bump it over on the third hit. Outside set again. Boy, look out. Rocket there from Rasmussen. Match point. As the sophomore McKenna Rasmussen drilled that one home. Match point for Blackfoot. Here's the serve. Matson sets it, comes to Wakely, and Wakely hits it into the net. And that's how the second set will end. 25-17 as Preston loses both the sets here to Blackfoot as well. So 2-0. Preston falls. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have a post-game wrap for you right after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Welcome back here to the Blackfoot Gym. A quick wrap-up here for the activities of the night as Preston loses in straight sets to Blackfoot, losing 25-18 and 25-17. A quick look at some stat numbers tonight. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Kills for the Indians, they had a total of 11 in the game, a match against Blackfoot. They had 13 errors and 3 blocks and 1 service ace. For Blackfoot, really took control late in the second set. 16 kills overall, although they did have a total of 14 errors, and all the blocks late in the set. Late in the second set, they finished the match with a total of 8 blocks and 6 service aces overall for the Blackfoot Broncos as well, as they win it in straight sets. So Preston comes up here for the try match, and they lose in straight sets to both Skyline and to the host Blackfoot Broncos. Up next for the Lady Indians, a try match back at home on Thursday, as it will be Rigby and Sugar Salem coming to town. And then don't forget the Preston Indian football team back at home this Friday night as well, coming off that tremendous game last weekend over at Burley, as this Friday they will be hosting 5A powerhouse Madison coming up. We'll have both of those, not only the volleyball but the football games for you as well on My Local Radio and on KACH Radio as well. So that'll wrap it up for tonight. For John Beverly back in the studio, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us tonight as Preston comes up short in both matches here tonight, as they lose not only to Skyline but also to Burley. From here at Burley High School, we want to wish you a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting LLC.